Hello Aries, my name is Petra D. I'm here to do your general love reading for the month of February 2021. And you can apply this to your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Not everything will apply. This is a general love reading. Also, if you do find anything that you can get from, any helpful information you can get from this, feel free to hit that like, share, and subscribe button for future content. Also, go ahead and follow me on IG where I post additional free content and where you'll be able to find information about my availability and pricing for personal readings. So I went ahead and already meditated and saged over your cards. And when I was meditating on your energy, I kept getting like a round and around, like a round and around we go. And also like, I don't know if you felt like love has been eluding you or has been hiding from you, or you've been hiding from love because of past hurts. So you've been doing a little bit of self-isolation possibly. But we're going to do a deeper dive into that energy, and we're going to start with your heart space. I'm going to pull one oracle card to see if we can get a little bit more clarity on why the collective is feeling that way. All right, Aries. But opportunity beckons. So maybe you've been focusing on your career, building foundations, because it's a 4, instead of really focusing on. And then I have the infinity on top of that ball there, or maybe that's the world, but that's definitely spirals, like karmic cycles, endings and beginnings, create new foundations, tearing things down. But you're alone in this picture as well. Isolation, the moon, hidden. And that's the few words that I was getting right before this. All right, so we're going to go into the tarot now. And later on, I'm going to get a frequency card to see how that supports this opportunity that possibly beckons for love. I don't feel this is career. I feel that the career is established, and that's why it's a 4. And also makes me think of your energy as well as the Emperor, which is like leadership. You may be a supervisor or in a leadership role as well, or the person you're thinking of is. And maybe they just don't have the time to spend, or you don't have the time to spend on love. And I also feel like some of y'all may have been in a relationship, but just didn't put the time and effort into it like you did your career because you thought that was more valuable. Give me a second. All right. This feels good. Yeah. So, the Knight. The Knight can be a little bit immature, a little bit of passion. So if you were in a relationship, it could have been that. It probably didn't grow. Let's look at the challenge. What's crossing this Knight of Wands? Knight of Wands is in and out. So you could have been in and out of someone's life, or they could have been in and out of yours. But I feel like this is more your energy is like fiery and passionate about whatever's right in front of you. Now you're thinking about taking a leap of faith. Now you're possibly thinking about taking a leap of faith into a new cycle. This is a love read, so it should be about love, right? It could also be love for self, and that's why you've isolated self-love. Let's see. In the past, you're worried about being manipulated. I have the 5 of Swords. That could have happened in a long-term relationship. Let's look at this past energy. But it's almost like you'll do anything not to be taken advantage of again, or to be vulnerable. But without vulnerability, you cannot have love. Love is a true gift of the universe. That's the highest frequency that we can operate off of. Love of self so that we can love others. And that's the truth. Something happened that really touched the core of your possible innocence towards love. All right, let's look at the future. Oh yeah, it was mad toxic. Whatever you were involved in had to do with the house or home, maybe kids involved. This could be long-term where you just separated and you finalized, maybe even, I don't see selling a home. Now, there could be selling a home in the past because that could be legality regards to selling a home. But you're just looking at this energy of manipulation and toxicity. It's all, you keep going around and round and round, but you want to take a leap of faith towards something new. But will you? Will you have the courage to do that? Okay, so you're moving away from the manipulation. Let's see. Let's look at this. what's in your current environment. That'll help propel you forward into this new opportunity that beckons you. It's calling you. Your heart is actually calling you. Oh, wow. Oh, destiny. This is fate's will. So whatever you were going through, that's ended. Because it's 10, completion. What goes up, what goes down must come up. So something good is coming. And your hopes, you're getting wisdom about it. So when you go into this next relationship, or the one that you're probably already in, you're looking deeper into it. Oh, here's the thing, devil's in the details, right? Okay, so that you can move forward. But you also, all the nights are going backwards. So you're still looking into this past. You don't want to go round and round and repeat these cycles. I probably already said that once. But you're looking back passionately, but also with a logical viewpoint, so you're not so emotional about it. You're trying to get wisdom. About and clarity about the situation of the past, so that you can move forward into the future. Let's see where you're going. I just want to see where the 6 of Swords is going before I do any more clarity cards. So I want to get a clarity card on that devil as well. I'm going to switch decks though. Where are you going, Aries? Or where do you want to go? It's almost like where you want to go. You're confidently moving forward, at least. You're content. Hermit, what do you have to say? The Hermit wants stability. But the Hermit doesn't have anything, because they probably lost everything. Yeah, okay. So I have the Will and I have the World. Major cycle of completion. It's almost like yeah, so the Hermit is is trying to get wisdom from what they've learned. I don't know if they're necessarily wise yet. They're still on the journey towards their hope, though, with the 2 of Wands. And they're holding the world in their hands. So I have that expectation that I can overcome this toxicity and find balance in a reciprocal relationship. Because, I don't know, the devil is a 6. I guess it's the reverse of the Lovers. And then I have another 6 in the scales of balance. It's almost like the past was not balanced. Something wasn't fair. I feel something was not fair. And take it how this resonates. This is, maybe your energy, or it may not be your energy. But, and then I have the Tower. Okay, so Tower definitely blew up this toxic energy of the past. It's almost like, is this a memory? Let's look at it. Yeah, so you can manifest. Expectation, go into the manifestation, which goes into the Knight of, let's see, I'll show you. So I have the Knight of Swords rushing into an expectations that's beckoning. The calling of the heart. Okay. So I don't see another person in this reading though. So I'm going to sit there and say that majority of you listening are probably single and content with being single. And you've been that way for a long time because you've probably been focused on your career, on your home life, of the day-to-day things. And then I know with this time that we're in right now, it doesn't make it any better. It makes it a lot easier to be self-contained. And not really think about it. Because I know myself, I've been, definitely in the house for, it'll be almost a year. So, and that's really easy to do depending on your situation and everything like that. A lot of companies are working from home and things like that. So it's almost like you're at this is the pressure cooker. Because here's the thing. If you don't decide to take a leap of faith and take action towards love, you're going to get stuck in another toxic cycle. And then the pressure is going to be on, like the internal pressure, and something's going to, I don't know, I feel like something's going to pop. I don't know, what's pop the top? I don't know if y'all use pressure cookers, but if it's not set properly, it makes an error. At least electronic ones do. I feel like an error, like a glitch is going to happen. And it's like in the way you think, you could get stuck in something a little too long. Let's just say that, because destiny is coming. It's not going to be that long. It could be, but it's going to be past the expiration date of when your guides and angels wanted you to learn this. So apply it as you want with that. Okay, I'm gonna get a frequency card to help to see if we can get a little bit more. What is this opportunity, or what do you need to work in your heart? It's opportunity of the heart. So you're gonna get a frequency card for that. Oh, okay. So try a little tenderness. How about that? And this could be, and it's a 4-4 card, and 4 is the number of stability as well. I think it applies to Aries really well. Aries like stability. They like foundations. So the energy of tenderness activates our capacity to open our hearts and approach the world and each other with gentleness and care. And I feel like this is definitely about you, because it's almost like, be tender with the choices that you made. Be tender with the lessons that you've learned. I know it's backwards, but whatever. But 4, 4, and 0, God is saying it's okay. That you walked away, and I got that early, and I just didn't want to say anything. You may have the relationship you may have walked away from, versus it's like the void between the one that you're going to, but in the middle of the journey that the hermit is in. It is, be tender with yourself. What's for you will never pass you by, because this is destiny's will. This is the wheel of fortune. And because you decided to follow your internal compass of your heart and do some self-care, self-love, gain some inner wisdom, self-reflection about the past, and I don't even really feel like you're really looking to the future that hard. Yes, you want to move forward into calmer waters. However, you're being patient with yourself. I definitely feel like a temperance energy. I don't see it at all, but that's okay. That doesn't always happen. Let's see if we can get, okay. I'm going to try to see what I want to do next. I think that I'm going to do a romance angels card, and then I'm going to try to glean a little bit more deeper as far as angel answers card into possible timing or a little bit more direction, because Tower blew something up like now, immediately. But let's see. If you're thinking about someone, if you recently left someone, you may go into another situation. Let's see about this person that you're thinking about. Let me get 3 cards for them. In love, or the one you haven't met yet. It's safe for you to love. And that's, don't fear being manipulated, because this person's energy is not the same. I don't see who they are. They could be an earth sign, because I do see a lot of earth. They could have some air in their chart as well. Yeah, it could be a Capricorn, Virgo, or that's your energy, or you have that in your chart. Let's see. One more card, please. Thank you, angels. Forgiving and learning. When you hold on to things with it. Sometimes people don't know what they do, and all you can do, release them, forgive them, have compassion, and move forward, because you can't fix them. Like, the lesson's been learned. It's over. Sometimes things just die on the vine. And love yourself first. And that's what I was hearing for sure. Since we have the 9 of Pentacles, the Hermit, the opportunity beckons with the man standing alone. Love yourself first. The self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, which is so true. You know, anytime you're looking for love, you can never find it. The one time you actually focus on yourself, be like, damn, all these knights rolling in. And then they turn into kings because they know they need to level up. Or vice versa. Apply that as you want. Everything's gender neutral here. All right, let's see if, okay. Timing, trust. Trust in the divine process. Trust in that wheel of fortune. Trust that the cycle is complete with the world. All right. All right, so I really think this is pretty much the end. I'm not going to do extended on this one. I don't think it needs it. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I really hope that you gleaned something from it. But for the Aries or whoever is watching, this is going to be a spirit message just for you to go ahead and close out this reading. Just take a moment and reflect, it says. Take a moment. I'll read it to you. It's cute. It has flowers in it. Something about transformation of the mind as well. As I see butterflies. So stop. Now is not the time to rush into a decision you're about to make before this important decision is made. Take a moment to pause and quiet your mind so you can ask your soul for guidance before you act and move forward, which is so funny. And that's what the energy was doing before. Even though the core, you want to rush in passionately, maybe into a new relationship. Yeah, but the Hermit went ahead and stopped. And thinking logically about it. And waiting on the universe to give a helping hand. Okay. So with that, I'll go ahead and leave you. I hope you have a wonderful month of February, and I'll see you in March. Have a good one.